Tyra, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you're notified every time I upload a video. I know I'm a new YouTuber and all, but go ahead, hit the subscribe button, give me a chance. You guys won't be disappointed, I promise. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you about 6 tips to help you pass your nursing exams or your tests. These tips are not only good for if you're in nursing school, but also if you're just in high school or college doing your general education classes. These tips are going to help you pass your tests and exams and help you graduate, basically. So let's go ahead and get started. Where's my page? Oh, here it is. If I'm looking down but in the video, it's because I have my little notebook here. I took some notes for you guys. So for tip number 1, before you even get started into studying and getting with all the chapters and all that stuff, you want to start by making sure you're organized. You need to know when your tests are going to be coming up, when your projects are due. So for me, I have a planner. Now this planner is my life. I got everything in here, okay? From when I go to work, when my tests are coming up, when it's time for me to go back to clinical rotation, to come back to class, like everything is in here. So if I lose this bad boy, I'm screwed. I'll be all discombobulated. So you want to make sure you get a planner. I usually get my planners from Walmart, but this one in particular I got off of Amazon for like 10 bucks. And it's really cute. It's my favorite color, purple. So with my teacher, she gives us not only a calendar year, like when we're going to clinicals, when we're going to class, and when our breaks are, but each section that comes up, like A&P or fundamentals or med-surg, she gives us a schedule for that chapter. And it'll tell us when our tests are due, what chapters are going to be on that test, if we have any projects that are due, our homework for the week or a couple of weeks. So I take that whenever she gives it to us. And I'll go in with my planner and I'll write everything down and I'll highlight. I actually show you guys from January. So this is my planner. I have everything highlighted, color-coded, everything, girl, because I got to stay organized because I have so much going on. If I miss one thing, I'm a hot mess. So that's how I stay up to date about what's going on in my life. So stay organized. Once you figure out what days your tests are going to be coming up, that will help you be able to study and plan out your week. Also, this is still part of tip number 1, but make sure you have a schedule. Having the planner will help, but make sure that you can figure out, okay, on Mondays I'm going to be doing this, this, and this. On Tuesdays I'm going to be doing this, this, and this. And just have a schedule to help you stay on track. Or tip number 2 is to know your learning style. How do you learn? Are you a visual learner, auditory learner? There are actually 7 learning styles, which I didn't know about. I have 2 learning styles, which I'll tell you guys in a little bit. But I'm going to go over all 7 learning styles, and you guys can figure out which ones you are. So the first learning style is visual. So you learn from pictures or images, which is me. That's how I learn. I'm a visual learner. And then the second one is oral. Oral? I don't know how to pronounce that, but you learn by sound or by music. Number 3 is a verbal learner. You learn by listening to teachers or by speeches. That is not me at all. I cannot learn by listening to my teacher babble on and on and on, and no. And then number 4 is a physical learner. So you learn by doing hands-on things, maybe like playing a game or doing something hands-on. That's how you learn. That's me. So I'm a visual learner and I'm a physical learner. The 5th learning style is logic. So you learn best by using reasoning and by systems. Number 6 is a social learner. So you learn better when you're in groups with your classmates. And then number 7 is the solitary learner. You learn better by working alone. So I'm definitely a visual learner, and I learn by being hands-on, so maybe like flashcards or watching YouTube videos, stuff like that. And I also learn well when I'm in a group, but I don't do that very often because a lot of the times if you're with groups, you guys can get sidetracked. So make sure when you're studying with the group that your group is focused, because it's so easy to get sidetracked and talk about gossip and all that stuff. You don't want to do that when you're in study groups. Before I get to the 3rd tip, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about how I learn. So I just told you that I'm a visual learner. So once I figure out what chapters are going to be on the test, I try to, the night before, I go over and read the chapter that we're going to be learning the next day in class. I don't get to do this all the time because my life is a hot mess and I barely get any sleep, but when I do have my life together, I like to, the night before, read over the chapter just so I know what's going to be going on the next day in class. And then once I get home, I'll go over that chapter and I'll highlight all the highlighted things that I did in class. I'll go home and I actually write it out in my own handwriting. When I write things out in my own handwriting, I'm rereading the information, number one, and then I'm writing it in a way that I can, remember it. It's my handwriting. I can go ahead and highlight things or put stuff in certain phrases that I can remember. If there's a topic that I'm really struggling with, for example, when I was in my A&P section, it was so hard, you guys. I already struggle enough with science in general, so having to do A&P is a lot. I have to go overboard with my studying just so I can retain the information. So when it came to A&P, I would, if there was a topic or something that I wasn't really getting, for example, like if you're learning the systems of the body, it's hard to remember each system. So what I would do, I would go on YouTube, I'll type in the system and I'll watch the videos, and those videos helped me so much because it'll show me like the digestive system and it'll show me the visual, and I'll hear someone talking about it and it'll help me remember a lot. And I also make index cards. I mainly use index cards for like definitions of words, so that's how I am able to remember them. Okay, tip number 3. I already went over this a little bit, but make sure you study a little bit every day. You don't want to cram anything in the last minute because you're not going to remember, or you might remember it for the test, but after that it's gone. And for nursing school, you don't want to do that. The information that you're learning, you want to be able to carry that on into your career so you can be the best nurse that you can be. So what I do is I do a chapter. So say I have 4 chapters that are going to be on my next exam. What I'll do on maybe Monday, I will study chapter 1, Tuesday I'll study chapter 2, Wednesday chapter 3, Thursday chapter 4. And then the next couple days I'll just go over every chapter each day. And if there's some things that I need to study a little bit more, I'll go ahead and do that. Number 4 is going back to one of the learning styles, which is study in small groups. If you're a person that likes to study with other people, it helps you to be able to remember the information. Go ahead and make a group chat with your classmates, see if anyone's available. Even if it's just 1 or 2 people, you guys can go ahead and schedule a day or a time that's best for you guys, so you guys can study the information. There might be things that your classmate does that helps them remember that you haven't tried that might help you. You never know. Tip number 5 is to study NCLEX questions throughout each section. So if you're in fundamentals, get some NCLEX questions for fundamentals just to help you get prepared for the NCLEX, and also doing those NCLEX questions will help you on your test, being able to figure out what's the best answer. So being able to practice those in between like each sections will help you not only on the NCLEX but for each test or exam that you have. The last tip that I have for you guys is to take breaks. You don't want to be studying for 6-7 hours with no break, because you're just going to be like, forget it, I'm not studying no more. So take breaks. After maybe like 2 hours, go ahead and relax, watch a little movie, get a snack, do a little facial, go talk to your family or friends, just something to get your mind off school and studying and all that stuff. So those are my 6 tips to help you pass your tests or exams in nursing school. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more or have me do more nursing videos, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to tell you guys what my nursing journey is, how I've gotten to this point, what are my future plans, or other tips and advice that you guys might want to know. Currently right now I'm in LPN school, so I graduate in June. I'm super excited, and then next year I'll be going on to get my RN. If you guys want to know videos about LPN, what the difference is between RN, I can do that. Just leave a comment down below letting me know. Also let me know in the comments below if you guys are in nursing school, or you just graduated, or if you're about to start or thinking about being a nurse. Just let me know in the comments below. If you guys like the content that I shared today, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, okay? Don't forget, because when I like a video, sometimes I forget and I'll just exit out. But don't forget, go ahead and like it. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.